Did you know that the global average life expectancy is just 60 years currently? So that if you've lived 30, you only have 30 years left. If you've lived 40, you only have 20 years left. And if you've lived 50, you only have 10 years left. This is the average global life expectancy. Yet, despite these statistics, we always act or live as if we have all the time in the world. We assume that life is infinite, or pushing important things for tomorrow or for a later time. But we live as if we have another life waiting for us. But the reality is, life is short. So, how do we spend it wisely? How do we make every second count? So, in this video, plus I plan and purpose to share with you insights on how to make the most out of your life here on this little space we call Earth, and focusing on key areas that brings us happiness, fulfillment, and success. So we shall look at 13 chapters or lessons where we can optimize to make our life valuable. Chapter number 1 is understanding time, perception, and psychology. Life plays a little trick in our mind, especially when it comes to time. Understanding this trick is the first step to mastering how you spend your life. I want to take you a little bit. Do you remember when you were a kid and time used to take like forever? A single day could be too long. For example, a year could take too long. But now, as an adult, what is happening? It looks like yesterday, we are in 2015. Yesterday looked like just the other day. 2013 looked just like the other the, the other day. Time runs so fast. This phenomena is referred to as the time unit paradox, and it's not just in your head. It's how actually how your brain works, and this is the science behind the all of it. Your brain measures time by recording new experiences. As a child, everything was new, and so that's why it was prolonged. But as an adult, daily routines make your brain go into autopilot. The same breakfast, the same commute route when you're going to work, the same workmates, the same Netflix movies. It all blends together. Therefore, your brain literally skips recording these experiences, making it feel like it's slipping away. This is the trap of time blindness. But how do you hack the system? This is how you can hack the system. You take different routes to work, learn a new skill every day or every month, then have a conversation with strangers, different people from those that you are used to working with or talking with. Therefore, each new experience forces your brain to pay attention. It forces you to make time feel rich and expansive in a particular way. And here's the biggest time perception mistake. We overestimate what we can do in a day, but massively underestimate what we can achieve in a year. This is why people quit goals so fast, thinking that the goals are inachievable. What is the hack? What is the small thing that you can do? Take small, consistent actions. A little progress every day compounds into a massive growth over time. Something that I will teach you. It's only zero that doesn't compound. If you take 0 power 365, it still becomes 0. But if you take 0.001 power 365, it becomes a massive number. If you take 1 power 365, it becomes a zero, it becomes a very big number. This shows you the power of compounding. Everything that you do, as much as how small it is, but you do it consistently over time, it compounds to a very big number. Chapter number 2, priority management. Priority management. Focus on what really matters. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to get distracted by the day-to-day tasks. There are so many things that we have to do those things that seem urgent, but they are not necessarily important. Time management is crucial, but true success comes from priority management. What is it that really matter? This means that focusing on all things that will have most impact on your life, such as nurturing important relationships, pursuing passions, and focusing on your career goals. And people are encouraged to even apply this in their life, the 80-20% rule. 20% of your effort yielding 80% of the results that you want. So the key is identifying these key priorities that will allow you to direct your energy towards what really matters most, ensuring that your time is spent on meaningful pursuits and actions to give you massive output. And I'll give you a test. It's called the deathbed test. This is something that awakened my mind. Assume you are on your deathbed, and what what things will matter most to you? Is it the 20 minutes, the 30 minutes, the 40 minutes that you spent with your son or with your daughter, or the 1 hour that you spent in office writing that extra email, closing that client, or doing a project at work? That's a test that you should ask yourself. Chapter number 3: relationship dynamics. Relationships are the foundation of life. We as human beings are basically social beings. We are social beings. We are social animals, and our relationships with others are one of the most important as fulfilling aspects of our life. Positive relationships bring love. They bring support. They bring a sense of connection, and that is what's crucial for us because we are emotional beings. So prioritize spending quality time with your loved ones and build a deep, trusting relationships, whether it's a family or friends or colleagues. The time that we invest in others bring fulfillment and joy. Where do we go wrong? We go wrong by thinking that relationships are transactional. Relationships shouldn't be transactional. Relationships should be transformational. Whether it's a family or a friend or a colleague, the relationship that we build should be able to transform us to better people, to better human beings. So relationships that are built on mutual respect, care, and communication, so that we don't build transactional relationships. And don't forget to nurture yourself too. Remember, self-love and self-care are vital for your healthy relationship. So it's both ways. Look at it as you take care of your other relationship, and at the same time you also take care of your personal relationship. Chapter number 4: career and purpose. work Work is a big part of our lives, and may, to many of us it defines how we spend a significant chunk of our time. Research shows that you spend 70 or 80% of your life doing work, not with as compared to other things that you do. So just by earning a paycheck isn't enough. So the key is aligning your career with your purpose. And it's important to note that a career, you view career as, I will reframe that. When your work brings you joy and it allows you to contribute meaningfully, it doesn't feel like a, a burden. It should bring you joy. It becomes an opportunity for you to grow and impact. Pursuing career aligned with your passion and value makes you fulfilled and makes you motivated in each and everything that you do. So take time to assess whether your current work, whether your current career aligns with your personal mission, with your personal goals, and with your personal objective. And if it doesn't, start exploring ways to make that shift, to do work that gives you joy and gives you purpose. Chapter number 5: health and vitality. Our health is our greatest asset. Any other thing that you do in life will actually depend on your health. Do you want to grow fitness? Do you want to be fit? It aligns with you. You have to be healthy first. Do you want to grow financially? It aligns with the health first. Do you want to make meaningful connections in life? You have to be healthy first before you do those. So everything in your life revolves around your health and vitality. So how do you make it? You can only do this by prioritizing your health goals. This means that taking care of your body through exercise, nutrition, and rest. Your physical health directly influences your mental clarity, your energy levels, and your mood. It's vital, therefore, to prioritize good habits that enhances your vitality, such as staying active at all times. Work for 30 minutes, do something actively. Eat a balanced diet and get enough sleep. The people who say that they will sleep after they're dead, this is completely wrong because you are looking at life very differently. So it's also important to note that health isn't just about your physical fitness. Mental health is as important. There are different aspects of health, and so it's important that you balance all this and grow holistically. Take time to manage your emotions, seek support when needed, and practice self-compassion. A healthy body and mind provides foundation of every other thing in life. Chapter 6: Learning and Growth. It's important for you to know that learning never stops. The only person who stops learning is that person who has passed on, who has died. So life is about continuous growth, learning and growth, both personally and professionally. The world is constantly evolving, and to thrive in it, to be on top of a game, we must keep learning. This is whether we want to acquire a new skill, whether we are exploring different subjects, or whether we are learning from our mistakes. Growth is a crucial aspect of us living wisely. We When we stop learning, we actually stop growing. That's a saying. You stop learning, you stop growing when you stop learning. Therefore, I urge you to embrace a curiosity mindset, embrace a mindset that explores new interests, a mindset that wants to learn, a mindset that wants to know what is happening. You do this by picking up hobbies, by reading books, by taking courses, and by creating a curiosity mindset. Every piece of knowledge will always add value to your lives. This can be in different fields, be it in science, be it in technology, be it in the little interactions that we have. So it's important for us to keep updated in what is happening uh, around us. And this hack, if you want to learn something better, teach it to someone. This is called the teacher effect. You want to learn a skill, ma- master 70% of it, then teach it to someone. You will realize that you learn it better, you will learn it more faster as compared to when you just kept it to yourself. Chapter number 7: Emotional intelligence, understanding and managing our emotions well. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to understand and manage our own emotions as compared to others. Remember that you can only manage someone else if you are a leader, and if you are, for example, a teacher or a person in influence. Managing your emotions is the first step to managing others. You can't manage others if you haven't managed yourself. Therefore, high emotional intelligence leads to better relationships. Remember, I've said you can't manage others if you haven't managed yourselves. So, high emotional intelligence will help you manage better relationships, improve conflict resolution, and increased self awareness. That's why they say that people with high IQ are better able to cope with stress and navigate challenges with resilience. It's about understanding how we feel first, and then using that insight to make better decisions and to make better relationships around us. Investing in your emotional intelligence will allow you to create a life filled with empathy, understanding, and a better communication with those around you. Chapter number 8: Financial Wisdom. Money does not buy happiness, but financial freedom certainly makes a life easier and more fulfilling. Finances, they say that money can't buy happiness, but it solves 90% of the problems that you come across in your daily life. So having the knowledge to manage those finances wisely is actually really a game changer. Financial wisdom is about understanding how to manage, how to save, how to invest, and how to use money wisely. It involves budgeting effectively, eliminating debt, and planning for the future. The earlier you start managing your finances, the more control you'll have over your life choices. So financial free financial freedom will allow you to pursue passions, will allow you to control the decisions that you make in life, and will allow you to be a better person as far as your finances are concerned. So do not just work for money. When you have an opportunity to get money, when you have an opportunity to work and get money, do not just work for money. Learn so that it reaches a point so that money works for you through investing, through saving, through planning, and through making those critical and important financial decisions that you can make in life. Chapter 9: Creative Living. Creativity isn't just for musicians or for artists or for people who draw. Creativity is a mindset and it can be applied to every aspect of your life. You didn't know that, now you know. It's Creativity is about thinking not just outside the box, but thinking even without the box. Solving problems in a creative way and expressing yourself uniquely. Creative living uh, helps you to break free from the routine when you are used to doing things the same way from Monday to Friday, but now finding creative ways of doing things so that you enjoy living. Creativity brings happiness, creativity brings joy. When you start living creatively in all aspects of your life, it gives your life a purpose. This can be how you approach your work. This can be how you solve challenges, how you interact with others. So creativity will add sparks of life in each and everything that you do. So by living creatively, you open up yourself to a world of new possibilities, deeper satisfaction, and a life filled with discovery. So give it a trial today. Chapter 10: Personal Energy. We talk about time management, but people who have mastered the art of managing their energy are the game changers in the current world. Your personal energy is one of the most important things to manage when it comes to living wisely. It's easier to get drained by constant work, by stress, or by external demands. But managing your energy means knowing when to work hard and when to rest. Look at it. You wake up in the morning when your energy levels are at peak. So you assign the work that requires a lot of energy, the work that requires a lot of critical thinking in the morning hours. When you come from work in the morning or after the daily activities, your energy levels are drained. You are so low, you can't do a lot. Therefore, high energy levels will allow you to be more productive, engage more meaningful conversations, or being creating meaningful conversations with colleagues or with work, and this will help you enjoy life fully. Pay attention to what drains you and what fuels you. Basically, it's that learn what drains you and learn what fuels you, and take time to recharge. Whether this means practicing mindfulness or going for a walk or taking a break when you're working. Therefore, by managing your energy, you are ensuring that you have strength to pursue your goals at all times. Allocating times when you have full energy and doing those less tasks when your energy levels have gone low. Chapter 11, we have two more: social capital. Social capital refers to the value we gain from relationships and networks. It's about trust, it's about reciprocity, and cooperation between individuals. Your social capital, we talk about financial capital, but your social capital is very important. It plays a crucial role in your success, whether it's personal or in professional spheres. Building meaningful relationships with others will help you grow, will open doors that you wouldn't have opened on your own. It will give you opportunities that on your own you wouldn't have explored. It will come in handy when you need it the most. Therefore, it's important to nurture your relationships by being genuine, by being helpful, and by being present at others. Remember, people are one of the most essential and most greatest resources we shall ever have in our lives. So invest in them. You have a friend, invest in them. You have a colleague, invest in them well. And remember to build transformational relationships and not transactional relationships. Chapter 12, mental models. Mental models are frameworks that shape how we understand the world and how we make decisions around us. By adopting different models such as first principle thinking, cost benefit analysis, or the 80-20 rule, you can approach problems in new ways, in different ways, and this will make you make smarter decisions. So think differently. There are models that will help you to think not in a conventional way. So adopt these models and make them be part of your life. Therefore, having diverse toolkit for mental models will allow you to to see situations from different angles, from different perspectives, and this will help you to solve problems more creatively. This will help you to interact with people more intentionally. This will help you to to basically live life from a different perspective. So my challenge is to you this today is this: challenge your thinking. How do you solve problems? How have you been solving problems? Do you solve pro- problems tactically, or do you solve problems strategically? How do you live? Do you live tactically, or do you live strategically? These are some of the mental models that I'm talking about, that if adopted, you will start living life differently. Finally, life design. I want to tell you today that life isn't something that just happens. You just don't wake up and go throughout your day. Actually, what you do when you wake up, you plan your day. You're gonna do A, B, C, D. You're gonna do this after this after this, and the same should happen to your life. The same way you plan your day, the same way that you should design your life. Life is something that we design. And how do you do this? You set clear goals and align your actions with your values. You can create the life that reflects the true self. So life design is about being intentional with your choices, is setting boundaries and ensuring that every decision brings you closer to your ideal future. How does your ideal future look like? Therefore, each and every thing that you do, most 90% of the things that you do should be taking you from where you are to your ideal self. So take time to regularly assess your goals. Take time to regularly assess your daily actions. Do they bring you closer to your goal? The friends that you keep, the relationships that you maintain, the conversations that you take, each and everything that you do, whether you're on social media or on, do they bring you closer to your goal? And that, my friends, is how you design your life. So when you design your life, when you design your life with purpose, you will wake up and be excited about the next hour, the next day, next week, and the next month. These are the 13 most important and key areas that will enable you to live wisely. So life is short and time is literally fleeing. So let's make the most out of it by living with purpose, embracing growth, nurturing meaningful, transformative relationships, and managing our health, our finances, and our energy fully and to the best Make the most of each moment, and you will see a transformative change in your life and each and everything that we do. Remember, life don't just happen. We design it.